this second part of the video, I'm going to show the complete production from using the GUI interface for both the key sheets and the plan production, and how to do it. So just upon reflection, we're using the Autocad document management system, the Perth transportation revision of that, that utilises this second zone here of subject matter for both the drawings and the references to link it, plus us swapping the file format. So if it's a drawing or a sketch, it will then search for a ZXR, a master, bound or nested reference file. It checks the discipline type, and finally the plan type. These are the four key components of it. Secondary to that is an additional zone for series, but it's not important at this point in time. Okay, so let's have a look at the structure. In the civ, under the drawings, we have a civil section. I have an example here of 3 plan and long sections that were created, and 3 cross sections that we will check out in a moment. Let's look at the plan and long sections. 1000, road, drawing, civils discipline, 01, 02, 03. We then come down to the X base, and there are a multitude of child XREFs. Okay, all the drawers, design road. This is survey ALS data. It's got contours and creeks and digital elevation model. Survey, contours, DTM, right-of-way, stormwater drainage, utilities, and some design, and it's all sorts of different data. In the sections area, we have the plan, the long sections dumped out of 12D or MX or any program, it doesn't matter, and also the cross sections. In the master file, for every plan type, we only require 3 pieces of information: the key sheet, which contains all the text, UCS views and north points and whatnot, a legend, and a master file that contains all the child XREFs in the exact draw order that one would want to see, and all symbology is controlled through these files. That's it. You never have to turn off or on anything else ever again. You set the colours, the line styles, the widths, everything just once. Okay, let's go. So I'm in the master key sheet. In here at the moment is just MC001. I'll purge out any superfluous data just to prove that we have that done. Okay, as you can see, just MC00 is the only layer that is active at this point in time. I'm just going to reset the system variables, and we'll go into our GUI interface. What I've done here in the previous video, you've seen the first principles method: delete, reset, run the macro. What we've done here is going to put it all into a GUI interface, Graphical User Interface. We can come down, select the client, whoever it may be, main roads. What type of plan type is it? A half, which is a plan long. An OA, overall general arrangement, or a strip plan. Could have multiple viewports. Okay, we're doing a half. We have industry standard scales for civil engineering and transportation. We'll be doing 1 to 1000 today. The drawing prefix, we'll just set it to 0. It's basically for the series when you're doing interchanges and multiple alignments in transportation. 9 times out of 10 it will just be 0. And the type of drawing that we're linking, so if you look up the top, 1000 road ZXR, so we're going to need 1000 road drawing with the discipline CC. Okay, so we've got an option here to... Okay, in the previous video we've seen the manual method using automate to delete the data, restore the system variables, and run the macro. This is repeated for the UCS, the north points, the text, and finally the joining information. Okay, so what we've done is we've populated this into an easy to use GUI interface, Graphical User Interface, to encourage people to use it. in a more proficient sort of a manner. So basically all the functions have the same dim variables, which will be what is the client's name, Oregon, Main Roads, Western Australia, Public Transport Authority, Rio, Fortescue. Okay, so we're going to do main roads. There's only 3 sort of plan types at this point in time, which covers most aspects of delivery for transport, and industry standard scales for delivery. We'll be doing 1 to 1000. The drawing prefix here is the series. For example, this alignment might be 0, the next alignment might be 10, 20, 30, 40, 100, 200. The options are limitless, basically. So, and then now I'm asking what is the drawing that it will be joining. So it's going to be a road, it'll be a drawing, CC, and it will say at number 3 here, hey, 002 is previous, and 004 would be the subsequent. So the function only requires us to fill in those variables, either select or cancel. Okay, so we will now select. It's gone through, it's deleted all the data. It is now asking me to select the alignment. You can see that down here. Select the alignment. It'll go through, create all the key sheets. It's now doing the UCS for each sheet, starting from the back to the beginning. It's now placing all the text data and aligning it perfectly. And now it'll go through and is asking me to do the adjoining information. There's still a couple of little bugs I need to fix up, but it's neither here nor there. So at the end of the day, we now have all the information that is required, and all the symbology is being populated. That's it. Okay, now we're going to look at the GUI interface for the batch creation of various plan types, whether they be plan longs, overalls, whatnot. So we've already defined all the key sheets in the previous 2 tutorials. So this is the GUI interface that we've got. We've got various clients, plan types, and industry standard scales. But what we'll notice first of all is we're in file number 3. Let's save that down just to show you how flexible it is. It's definitely plan number 3, and in the XREF we'll see it's looking at longitudinal section number 3, so it has the correct Z masters attached. So again, select Western Australia, it's a half, no, it's 1,000, sorry, 0, and how many drawings create? Let's just do 3 for expedience. Let's create plans. So what we can see here is it's copying the UCS and views via a VLX list file. It's masking off the appropriate layers for this file number, tiling over to model space. We're looking at UCS number 3 at the moment. That's the last thing it was looking at. It will be unclipped. It will restore number 1, set the UCS in the view for number 1, pop back into paper space and restore that information. It will align the extents of the clipping with the length of the longitudinal section. It's just detached and reattached the appropriate long section now. So that's pretty well finalized, and it's updated the basic title block information. It's just going through the process of doing a regeneration, just to ensure that everything is squared away. It's now saved to drawing number 2 that we can see up here. Again, it's loading the VLX files that we can see down there. Again, it will pop over to model space momentarily, and again, it will need to unclip the previous viewport 1, restore the UCS and the view of the file I just imported via the VLX files, clip it to the extents or the limits required in the plan, pop into model space, unlock the viewport, restore that UCS and view, align the extents of works, mask on the off and on the appropriate text layers for the subject, and detach and reattach the appropriate long section, which it looks like it's done. It's also updated the plan, the title block information, and it's just doing a regeneration, back checking all the symbology, just to be sure, and just doing a final tidy up before it proceeds to the next phase. So this GUI interface gives all the users great flexibility. You'll see it's just saved down to drawing number 3, and it's going to repeat the process for the last time in this series. Again, that text should disappear, should mask on the next drawing number, which will be number 3. It'll pop over to model space momentarily, and update all the UCSs and views from the imported information from the key sheet. Somebody could be working on it concurrently. It doesn't really matter. That's been reset. You can see the red for the cut in the hill from the depth contours. That's been aligned, reset, masked on the text. Limits match the longitudinal section. The longitudinal section has just been detached and reattached as per this drawing number 003. The title block information down here has been set, and now it's just going through the final motions of just doing a back check on all the symbology and layer states and the masking, just to square it away, make sure that it's all above board. So it'll just go through its last motions, checking all the page setups and any other related data that had to be done as part of the drafting audit, and basically that will conclude the function. Okay, so we've just finished. There's some notes to the user. Now all your plans have been created for this series. Continue your other alignments, or otherwise continue the batch plotting script for the outputs for the engineers and client review. Right, let's just pop back to where the drawings are. It's currently 1:57 down here. That was done at 1:54, 1:55, 1:57. So on average, about a minute and a half per